So I was able to get away with like late assignments and stuff and still get full credit. So
Nice.
that's what I did.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Tina.
I'm Finola.
And I'm Kalina.
And this is the PS series. The purpose of this series is to have conversations about different and personal experiences throughout people's lives. And today our guest is Allison.
Hi.
Hi Allie, welcome. Thank you
Thanks
for
for
being our
having
guest
me.
here today. So just to start off, what are your hopes and dreams or a fun fact about you?
Okay, so right now my hopes are to be able to become a radiology technician at a pediatric hospital. Since I do like kids, and I've been really getting into like anatomy and stuff, so I think that'll be really fun.
Wow. I thought you were just going for like nursing, but wow, radiology.
Yeah,
That's so like specific.
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
But that is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
like what made you decide like radiology specifically?
Okay, so I don't know, like, okay, so I got really into like Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so then I guess that kind of made me get into like my anatomy like type of thing. I just really got into it after watching it.
Wait, did you say radiology or
Radiology technician.
Oh, okay.
Radiology technician.
Do you know like what usually radiology technicians do?
So radiology technicians are the ones that do like the x-rays and stuff. Yeah, so you can either do x-rays, CAT scans, or MRIs.
Which one are you kind of like leaning towards more? Like did you want to try all three, or is there a specific one that you want to do?
I was told that you start off with x-rays and then you can move up the scale. And so like once you move up, the pay gets better too, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I always wonder how like people do like x-rays or the MRI scans. That's pretty cool.
Is x-rays like the easiest thing to start off with?
Wait, what?
Is x-rays like the easiest to start off with?
Yeah.
Isn't
I think so.
Okay. But isn't getting like a lot of x-rays and whatever like bad for your body?
Because of like I don't remember what it's called, but but I think it just depends on like how many times you do it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like it like I think it can cause like some sort of like cancer or something if you keep like doing it.
Oh.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but
Okay. Well, yeah, I know. I just also remembered like getting too many x-rays is bad for you. So
yeah.
But yeah, wow.
How are you feeling about going into college?
I'm kind of really scared, but like at the same time, I'm doing online courses, so I'm not gonna be like on campus, like meeting people in person.
How well do you think you can do like online classes, especially since like you did online schooling the past couple months?
So the past couple months, I was pretty okay with online schooling. But like since I was just like ending high school, I kind of like slacked off the last couple of weeks because of because of like the pandemic and stuff. But yeah, well, not because of the pandemic, but like since it was easier to slack off, I slacked off.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think since college is something that I have to take more seriously, then I would be taking those classes more seriously than high school.
I never took, well, actually, I think I did one. No, in college. I don't think I ever did any online classes for college.
Yeah. One of my friends, their friend said that she goes she
I'll
said
leave
that
it.
they said that all their classes are online for this semester. So
Oh,
yeah, so I guess either way, I would be taking online courses.
Oh,
oh.
so campus overall is online.
Yeah.
I wonder how
But
that's gonna
so-
work.
Yeah. I was thinking for what you want to go into, like, do you have to do like generals or like
So when I went to go look through like their program, it was a 6 semester course. So I would have to do my required classes before I could take any of the classes for my program.
mm,
Yeah, so I would have to
Okay.
take like reading classes and math classes
Yeah.
before I could actually take classes for my program.
Are you thinking about transferring, or are you just going to get your
Um,
associates at that community college?
I think I'm just gonna get it at that community college because it's I don't know. Yeah, it is cheaper. Yeah, but yeah, I think since it's already there, I think I'm just gonna get my associates in radiology technician because that's all you need to be
Oh,
able to get a job.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, as a
Okay.
radiology technician.
wow, that's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cause like before, when I told you, like, don't let them advisors screw you over.
Mhm.
Well, if you're not transferring, it shouldn't be that bad then.
Yeah.
But still, don't let them make you think that you need to take this class when it's not even required for what you're going for.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to the website and I just looked through their program telling like
That's
so
good.
I know which classes that I would have to take before I sign up to be in the program.
Hmm. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good and smart, making sure like you know
Hmm.
what's required or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, so you didn't do PSCO, so this is your first year of college.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Do you have any friends? Well, I know like
Do you have any
Cool.
friends?
no, I was gonna say, do you have any school friends that would be going to the same
Um
college?
yeah, I have a few friends going to the college that I'm going to.
But then like if you're doing it online, you won't be able to see
Yeah.
anybody anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
if you, like you're kind of planning to join like if there are any clubs that they have on campus, but I was like, wait, you won't be on campus.
Yeah. That's the whole weird thing. Like, oh wait, this
Yeah.
can be online.
Well, what about high school before life before college? How was high school for you?
Okay, so I mean, I guess we can start my freshman year. So freshman year, I was at one school, and I would say I was pretty involved. I was on the culinary team.
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
cool.
There's a
Yeah.
culinary team? What the heck?
There's a
My high school
culinary
is
team
Yeah,
in my
not.
school.
there is one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did like 2 competitions. One we didn't even know what we placed because it was a statewide competition, so there were a whole bunch of different high schools there.
Wow.
And then the second one was just a competition show. I mean, a cooking competition within the school district.
Wow. Do you know what you
Do you-
placed there?
I think we placed 3rd.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Do they give you like a specific dish to cook beforehand, or like you have to?
No, so before we
spot?
signed for the competition, we have to make our own dessert, entree, and appetizer. So we had to make a whole menu of it, and then we also had to we had to do like the pricing for like each plate because that was
wow.
required for some reason. But
Wow.
yeah,
Like, what did you enjoy most about it? Being the
I-
culinary team.
okay. For me, I think it was a whole bunch of like other grades in there too. So I like that I was able to make friends with upperclassmen, and then I had a few friends on the team. So then we were able to get closer through being on that team together. And then another thing was eating the leftovers.
That's the best part.
Yeah, it was expensive food.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
How many people like were on the like? What does a team look like? Like,
Okay, so there would be, so there's a leader. The leader, they don't really cook, they just watch, and they sit from like afar and telling them like, hey, don't forget to do that, don't forget to do that. And then there's I don't remember how many people were on my team. I think there was 4 or 5. And then they had 2 people on appetizers, 1 person on entree, and then 1 person on dessert. I was on dessert. I made strawberry, like this strawberry mascarpone crepe.
Wow.
It was pretty good.
Fancy.
you know,
was
it sounds
fancy.
fancy. Was their team pretty like diverse too?
Not really. It was just a lot of it was just Asian people on her team. Yeah.
Wow. How was it like when you went to competitions and like I know because like some other schools are like not as diverse too. Like
Mhm.
how did it feel just to like compete with other schools?
So for the statewide competition, it was, I don't know, like we just saw like a lot of other people, and so we were all just like, huh, we're the only school that doesn't
Like
look like the
Asian?
others. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the district competition, since our district is more diverse, there was definitely more diverse people in on
The
like
other
the other
teams.
on the other teams.
I
That's
still can't believe you had a culinary team. Like, what
that's
is
like really
what?
cool though.
Yeah.
How did you like sign up or apply to be on the team?
So I was taking the teacher's class, and she was like, "Is anyone interested in signing up for to be on the culinary team?" And I was like, I kind of am. So then I told her, she was like, "Okay, we meet this day, so come down and then we'll talk." And so that's basically how I got on.
Wow. How do you guys prepare for like the competitions?
Like,
To like practice cooking?
yeah, yeah,
Basically.
so we would basically have like that extra period, right? Finola, Kalina, you guys know about that.
Yeah.
It was called like 5:10. So basically I would just go down during that hour and just practice with the other teammates while the teacher was teaching her class.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so while the teacher was cooking the class, teaching the class.
Cook in the class.
While the teacher was teaching the class, we would be in the back just like practicing like our dishes and stuff. So yeah, that's all we really did. And then like sometimes we would stay after school to finish up.
How did you guys decide on like what dishes to cook for the competition?
So we would look through so basically our teacher would like teach us dishes and stuff to make. And so we just took some of those dishes that we were taught and we just made them a little bit more fancier. So that's how we were taught our dishes to make for the competition.
Dude, I still think that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Was this all? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and then I was going to join my culinary team at the school that I graduated from, but I didn't have time to.
So you transferred high schools. When did you
Yeah.
transfer?
I transferred my junior year. So right before junior year started, I transferred from the previous school that I was at.
Oh.
How was it like transitioning to a new high school after being one for 2 years?
Okay, so it was kind of weird at first because it was already the middle of my high school. life,
Mm.
and everyone already had like their group of friends. But I was lucky enough to have a friend from my previous school transfer the same year that I did.
Oh,
And
Wow.
yeah, we had the same advisory, so we were okay with it.
Oh wow. How like
that's
like
crazy.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It was like a big coincidence.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
How lucky.
Honestly, like
Yeah.
out of that many advisories, like you guys were put into the same
Yeah, we were
one.
put into the same one. It was really crazy.
Did you guys have any like classes together?
We had one class together. It was called Make It. It's a digital fabrication class. And so we learned how to like 3D print.
Oh.
I forgot what else we did.
That's
It
pretty
was
cool.
it was laser cutting. We also learned how to laser cut.
Mm.
And then were we also were taught how to use like an electric sewing machine. It was really weird at first, but then I got the hang of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we also learned how to like mold something out of like this hot air compressor thing that if you had like an object and you had like a piece of plastic and it just like heated it until it molded into the shape that you had.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Were you a part of like any clubs?
No, I wasn't part of any clubs because I wasn't really that comfortable yet. But
Yeah.
I was a part of like yearbook, so I gotta see like as I like put the yearbook together, I gotta see like a bunch of different people that I didn't know that went to the school, especially in my class.
Were there big differences between the school you were at and the one you transferred to?
There wasn't really much of a difference. It was just the school that I transferred to was a bit smaller than the one that I transferred from.
How would you like just thinking like would you have wanted to stay at your old school rather than like transferring? Or like you like didn't mind transferring or you enjoyed
I would have been fine staying at the school, my first high school, but at the same time, it didn't really matter to me because it was just high school. I didn't really need to make like any friends. But friends were just like, hey,
Yeah.
here.
You don't need friends in high school. You just need
Yeah.
acquaintances for projects.
Yeah.
For projects.
That's all I really needed.
It's the same in college.
Hmm.
In high school, like did you have like a favorite class or like a favorite teacher?
There were some teachers that I got along with all my teachers, but there were just some that were better as a person than a teacher. And then there were
They were
some
good
that
at like teaching.
they weren't that great at teaching, but like they were good as like a person. Yeah. Like they didn't really teach, they just talked to us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But then there were also some teachers that weren't that great of a teacher and they just didn't know how to teach at all.
So you didn't really like learn anything from their classes.
But like the teachers that were good as people, like they had like pretty good like life lectures and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I personally like teachers like that because then they're like, oh yeah, I relate to that. Like you get me. We don't have to do anything.
Yep. And like they were also just the teachers that like just kept on like talking and didn't like get to what they were supposed to teach.
Yeah. That's funny. Kind of like, but it's kind of like bad in a way because they didn't teach anything.
Especially like when it comes down to like grading and stuff, and they're just like, "Oh, did you guys get this assignment that's in the grade book?" And like, No, you were just talking that whole class period. You didn't get that assignment.
Well, what about like your sophomore and junior and senior year? So you started the culinary in freshman year, then
Yeah,
that kind of carried on to sophomore year.
It was going to carry on to sophomore year, but then I don't think I wanted to do it again because it was just a lot of work along with like, cause what was sophomore year, it was like doing like they were doing like MCAs and stuff, and I was like, I'm tired of this school day. I'm ready to go home, and so that's why I didn't do it sophomore year. And then junior year, it was me prepping for like ACTs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that's really all I did for junior year besides like taking a class that was I took like a challenge class for myself to see like if I could do it. I was able to do it a little bit.
I mean,
but
you did it.
I did it. I passed that class.
Yeah.
In your opinion, like the more challenging classes versus like the regular classes, like how, in your opinion, like what did you think of it?
So what I thought of it was the grading is really different because like it was an IB class, so it's more like advanced than like regular advanced class. So I put a lot more effort into that because the grading was really different. So I just put more effort into it than the rest of my classes.
Did you feel like the more challenging class, like you were learning things fast, like at a faster pace?
Yeah, it was. So it was definitely more at a faster pace. So we did like different things every day, and it was a lot of like classwork outside of class.
Yeah. I remember I had to like read a whole chapter and take notes on that chapter. Be ready for like the next class.
Those.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I
did that
wanted
too.
to pull my hair out. Oh my goodness. But never again.
Terrible. I remember that class. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But from school and like church, like how did you like balance like throughout your high school year, and for you, how did you balance like school and like also like going to church or like doing like attending church activities?
Okay, so like for that, attending like church activities and going in like schoolwork, it was kind of really challenging since I went to church like 2 times a week during the school week. I think just I wasn't that great of a student in school, so like I had most of the easy classes, so I was able to get away with like late assignments and stuff and still get full credit. So
nice.
That's what I did. I would always go talk to them and be like, can I get like an extension on this?
Oh, that's nice. That is good that you go and ask for extensions because you do that in college too.
Yeah, because that's like you have like that practice already of like asking for help or asking for extensions. Because then when you're in college, that's like so much easier for you to do. Like I had a hard time doing that in college because I never did it in high school.
But in college, when you ask for an extension and the assignment is due before class, their extension could be, okay, you have until the end of the day. But you really need like 3 days, so be careful of the professors.
Right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. But how was your church life and like your faith? How, because you said you attended church twice out of the school week, and then on the weekends or on Sunday you would go. So that's like 3 times.
3 days.
Yeah. So I think throughout like high school on like Wednesdays, I was more involved with like the kids and just helping teach them and just like helping them like grow their faith in God and just like helping them. And then on Fridays it would be my time with the youth and just like grow closer together with them and like worship together. And like Sundays I would either be like helping babysit in the nursery or attending youth or doing praise and worship with the kids in the children's chapel.
In your experience, like in your high school time, how would you say like your own faith had, like how was like your own faith or walk? Like was it pretty like difficult because like outside of church, if that makes sense?
I think, well, not I think, but like throughout like high school, middle school, I was like just starting to come back to church after like a few years. And so I still didn't really like know anyone. So I was still like kind of scared to like open up to other people and like have them like open me up to God and just like help me lead me towards him. And then as I got closer to them, I was able to like open up like my faith to like younger kids and help lead them. And so I think just by that I was able to my walk has been better than before.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. What would be like the most thing that you struggled with in your faith? Yes. Or what is something that you have struggled like trying to grasp and then like a few years later you like were able to understand? I don't know.
I think one thing that I think I struggled with was like trusting God and be like because like sometimes I would always like do things that what is it, like I would force myself to do things sometimes just to like make sure, like I don't know how to phrase it. My vocabulary is very little.
So okay. The most difficult thing about keeping up with your faith was trying to, well, I don't know.
I think it was just like trying to like trust him because there were like some bad things that would happen and be like, oh, like if God really was real, then like why would like these bad things happen to me? But as I've grown in my faith, I learned that those things happen because of a certain reason, and that those are just obstacles that I need to get through.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any like memorable moments from being in the youth at church?
Okay, so definitely youth retreats. Youth retreats were always fun. And like part like the events that we would do together and just like hang out and have fun, especially when cleaning up.
What would you say is like your most memorable memory that like you will always like remember?
One that I would always remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or something that you always remember.
I would say planning out a Thanksgiving party with another youth member.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because I don't know, I guess it was just me and her like wanting to give back after you guys do a lot for us, And so we wanted to be able to like share and do like the same thing that you guys do for us.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we really appreciated when you guys stepped up and wanted to take over the Thanksgiving because we were not planning on doing the Thanksgiving, but you guys wanted to, and we really appreciated that.
Yeah.
Do you have any like bad memories?
Not that I remember.
That's good.
I probably forgot about them.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, it was just a question. 'Cause I was like, I don't think I have any bad memories either.
Yeah, I think with the youth is when I laughed the hardest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you in like different ministries? Because there's a bunch of ministries at church.
So I was a part of children's ministry for a while, and then I was also in the boys.
Oh my god.
Nathaniel's like yelling outside.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
I heard.
We heard
what did
that.
I do?
I heard barking.
Yeah, we have Donald's dog here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and going back, and then I was also in boys and girls ministry, teaching younger boys and girls outside of children's ministry.
How were those experiences for you?
So, for being a part of the boys and girls group in ministry, it was fun. I started it was either 8th grade year or freshman year. That's when I started, and then I grew with the other leaders and then the kids that were there, and I think it was a good experience to teach them outside of Sunday school. Yeah.
Like the regular church time.
And then like for regular church time on Sundays, it was I would usually be with like the younger kids, so like kindergartners or first grade. So that made a difference between like boys and girls group, because it was only 3rd grade through 6th grade. So teaching younger kids to the 3rd grade through 6th grade is really different, because the younger kids, they don't really have a long
attention span.
Yeah, attention span. So it would always be trying to like make something fun like every 5 minutes to get their attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I can't really, like, I love younger kids, but then I don't know if I can teach them all the time, because they need like your attention.
Yeah, especially when like it's something like when there's a lot of things happening, you just have to like, and you're trying to get their attention on one thing before you move on to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to color, and then like, oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Do them both at the same time.
Be hungry.
Eat and color.
Yep, I did that one time. For
multitasking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I remember you mentioned that youth retreats were really fun. What about the youth retreats, or what did you do at the youth retreat that makes them memorable for you?
So I think youth retreats were memorable for me because like you would see other youth that you haven't really like met or have gotten like close to or had like a simple conversation with them. So I think just by having the youth retreat, it's easier to like go and meet them because you don't have parents there for them to like for the parents to like be like, oh hey, we're gonna go home, or like hey, let's go do something else.
Yeah.
But even though like there were other people that like you're friends with, it's just easier to talk to other people because there was free time and we would do like team things. So
Yeah. So like it was just a time where youth can be youth and youth can be together. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed those times.
Yeah. Sure. What do you think you'll miss? Because now, like, you're technically not a part of youth anymore.
You're a young adult.
I mean, I think for me, since I did like leadership with the youth leaders, I already like close to the youth leaders that are in young adults. So I don't think there would be really a problem like transitioning besides like different thinking. I don't know, because I think like as from like youth and young adults, there's like a different type of like thinking and stuff for like learning. Yeah.
So like your mind just maturing while you're, while adulting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by thinking differently? Like when you said the only thing that might change is the way you think?
I think like
Like, did you mean like, oh, I'm gonna have to learn how to do taxes, or I'm gonna have to like speak out more in small groups or whatever?
I think yeah, for like church wise, I would have to like step up and like take control of like myself and be able to start up a conversation without having to be asked to start a conversation, because I know in youth it's like still kind of pretty scary to like be the first one to talk. And then like being a young adult in general is definitely like having to learn how to like save your money and stuff and do taxes and just like being aware of your surroundings and stuff.
Because you're going to be an adult now.
I know.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
So then are you learning how to drive then?
I am learning how to drive, even though I don't have my permit yet. I was planning on just taking it once I turn 18 because I don't know, I guess I didn't really think of driver's ed until like after I turned 17. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna waste like $300-$400 on taking a class when I'm turning 18 in like 10 months. So yeah.
Yeah. You definitely save a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wish I saved that money.
Yeah.
Dude, even though it cost a lot, it was still worth it for me because like I didn't need to rely on family to take me places.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, taking the class, so you're able to drive yourself.
Yeah, but like now that I think about it, I should have just gone ahead and done the class and spent that money.
Why?
Because like my parents, like during the school year, my parents worked, so like I could just like quickly just drive to work and quickly drive back because it's only like a 5-minute drive, so it's not too far of a drive to go to work and come back home without getting caught, hopefully.
On that 5-minute drive. Oh no, I got pulled over.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever driven without. Yeah, because even when I had my permit, I didn't drive because I was scared of being caught.
Yeah.
I never did it. I probably did it once, but that was like during, like I drove with my dad. But
yeah,
I'd be too
I did it
scared.
all the time. I only got caught by family members because I wasn't supposed to go. But it was okay. I got my practice in. I got my hours in.
yeah,
You're practicing.
yeah. I think I've practiced driving like twice. It was almost
It
crashed
was
the car.
Like
Almost crashed
into
the car.
something?
Into like a light post.
Oh really?
Oh.
How?
So I was driving around like a parking lot at my upcoming college school, and there's like this really sharp turn, and so
Oh.
it was like turned like this, and then you can turn over here. So it was like curved, and then I tried doing a sharp turn, and I didn't press on the brakes soon enough, so I just like kept going straight, and I forgot to turn the wheel to like turn a little because like everyone was yelling at me. They're like, step on the brake, step on the brake.
Oh no.
So I was like, it was like a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do I need to do? Step
okay.
on the brake, step on the brake. Wait, what do I need to do? Step on the brake, step on the brake.
Yeah. So I don't think I'll be
Chaos.
driving anytime soon.
It's okay. See, that was practice.
Yeah.
But nothing happened to the
Not
car.
new yet.
You survived. You're all
Yeah, you're
good.
still alive,
Made
so
it.
it's okay.
It's okay because my sister hit the same light post too, so it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I hit the curb, and my brother and my sister, they were like, "Hey, this is the same one that I hit."
Oh my gosh. Wow, hopefully that doesn't happen anymore.
Oh,
I wonder
hope
how
not.
many people have like that problem too in that same spot.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
funny,
pretty sure
though.
there has been some car crashes there. Like not even with the light post, but like cars and cars.
Yeah,
Mm.
like like besides like the parking, the driving area was like super narrow.
It is narrow.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Well, when you go again next time, have fun. Be careful.
I don't think
I
she
have
will
to be
anytime soon because it's online classes.
That's true.
That's true, but like,
That's true.
I mean, being able to practice driving is always like a
Mhm.
good thing because
Yeah.
you're like, if your goal is to get your license, everybody
Yeah.
drives. So,
Mhm, but
Do
I
you
think
have your permit?
no, not yet.
Oh.
oh. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah. So that's probably why I almost got into a car accident.
It's okay. You're good. You're all good.
I'm
Your
still
family's
alive.
safe. You're safe.
Yeah. We're still living. It's all good.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the first time I drove, I almost drove into the main street, and my dad was all like, "Turn around right now!" I was just like, "How do I turn around?"
That's so funny.
Wait, you literally turned around like you went like this? No. Oh.
I didn't do that. We were. I was trying to. There was like this little like area where like I could turn into and come back out.
Oh, okay.
And I was just gonna try and turn into there and like try to reverse out, but my dad was all like, "No, just go in there and turn around." I was just like, "Okay, I'll try."
Dude, honestly,
Okay.
whenever like parents ask you to do something and you don't know, I'm just like, sure. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
yeah, that's me all the time, especially like when I don't hear them, but like I think I know what they're saying. I'll just bring them something else than what they asked for.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Girl, if that was the road, you gotta be careful on the highway.
I know.
Highways are dangerous.
I know.
Okay.
But practice on small roads first.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna practice in parking lots first without any cars.
Yes, that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so time is running out, unfortunately. Thank you for joining us, Allie. And
Yeah.
everybody, like, thanks for watching our video. So like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on our Instagram and Facebook. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.